Let's bring in Ron Vitiello, a CBP senior advisor and former acting ICE director. Ron, another day, another liberal court standing in the way of Trump immigration policy. Your thoughts?
Well, it's hard enough for the president, the secretaries to protect America and make it safe again, but it gets a lot harder when these activists that are now on the bench are preventing progress in a way that helps secure the border, that helps regulate immigration and bring back integrity to our system. So the front line will have to work a little bit harder. They'll have a few more restrictions, but I think ultimately the president is on the right side here in the sense of this is his authority, and it's being exercised to the effect of making us safe. And so I think we'll prevail. The government will prevail in court.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, do you think the Supreme Court ultimately sides with Donald Trump on immigration and basically all the cases that are in front of them or will be in front of them on his ability to secure our borders?
I believe they will. The Constitution is fairly clear on how immigration works and who has what authority under the three branches, and I think the president will prevail. I hope he does.
It's a multi-front approach here. You obviously have the courts, but you also want to deter people from coming here illegally in the first place, and that is exactly what DHS Secretary Kristi Noem said yesterday, delivering a blunt message while visiting that notorious El Salvador prison. Watch.
If you come to our country illegally, this is one of the consequences you could face. First of all, do not come to our country illegally. You will be removed and you will be prosecuted. But know that this facility is one of the tools in our toolkit that we will use if you commit crimes against the American people.
I mean, Ron, I don't think the message could be any clearer.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. I think I heard music, violins playing in the background. This is what leadership looks like. This is what happens when you have a secretary who's dedicated to giving the front line all the tools that they need to succeed, to secure our borders, and to have safe streets in America and making America safe again. So I applaud her. This is one stop on several stops that she's going to make in the region, deepening our ties with allies in the region. They're going to help us get under control what has been out of control for the last 4 years. And so I for one, am appreciative of the leadership that she's extending and influencing the region to help us do what we all need to do, because we share this responsibility. And she's showing the way here, not only to the front line and to those that would be in the pipeline, but to the rest of the world as well.
Before we let you go, suspected terrorist encounters at our southern border are dropping. That has been noted multiple times. But the northern border has seen an increase, and that is concerning. How worried are you that our adversaries, Iran, are refocusing their efforts to the northern border?
Well, this is the thing. We're still at continued risk of people who want to come and do harm in America. And so monitoring these areas like we do on the southern border, on the northern border, working closely with our allies to make sure that we understand what's going on and can use the intelligence and use the investigative authorities of both countries to combat this threat. But it requires constant vigilance. That's the job of the front line. And now they have the tools to do it.
Ron Vitiello, always a pleasure. Thank you for your insight on these very, very important topics. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.